Using the language of algebra, list the individual terms in the expression 4a plus b minus 12c plus 5. So if I have to list them, remember we said that a plus or a negative distinguish our terms, so separates, which means we have one term, two terms, three terms, four terms. So I'm going to say for a, my answer is going to be 4a, that's my first term. My second term is b. I'm not going to say plus b because if I just say b, it means the same as plus b. My third term is negative 12c. I put a negative, otherwise nobody knows that's a negative. And my last term is plus 5, but I'm not going to write plus 5 because if I say just 5, we all assume that it is plus. Okay, so that was A done. In B, so B, they ask us, in the expression 4a plus b minus 12c plus 5, state the coefficients of A, B, C, and D. So we've got A, the coefficient of A. So there's A, the coefficient of A is plus 4. So coefficient of A, coefficient of A equals 4. The coefficient of B, now it says plus B, so the number that's left, there's nothing there, is positive 1. I'm just going to say 1, I'm not going to say plus 1, I'm just going to say 1 because it means plus. The coefficient of C, now there's C, the coefficient is the number as well as the sign, so it's that value, which will give us then negative 12. And the coefficient of D, well, there is no coefficient, but we assume it's the last term, and therefore the last term, the coefficient is 0 because there is no D. There is no D, it means there's 0 D's. We can't say it's 5 because the coefficient of D is in front of a number. And if you can't see D, it means there's none of them. Otherwise, there would have been plus some D's. Question number C says, question C, what is the constant term in 4a plus b minus 12c plus 5? So which one of them doesn't have any variable or pronumeral, and it's obvious that it's plus 5. So we're going to say positive 5 is the constant. The last one is state the coefficient, and now this is a new, it's not the same equation. State the coefficient of b. Now, a times b is not the same as b. Neither is a and a times b. Remember, this is 4 times a times b. So the only coefficient of b is the term that only have b's in there. Now this means this b squared means b times b, which is not the same as b. If they said state the coefficient of b squared, then we will look at this term. But the only term that has a coefficient of only b is this one over here, which means the coefficient is the number in front of b, which is plus 7. So we can just say that that is 7.